So before I get into this video, just a quick update real quick on my state of mind. It's not really improved, I would say. I'm still fighting through it. So, yeah, I'm still kind of at war with myself, but I decided to do videos because I still had an obligation. I still felt like I needed to do videos for you guys, because you're not a part of what I'm going through right now. So, yeah. So I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna do some videos for you guys and continue to fight this fight on my own. So, here we go. Anyway, so I've done this video several times, actually. I've done this video several times on my channel, and because I always think, the reason why I keep going back to it again and again is because I always think of something new to add to this idea. And if you're wondering what the idea is, as you can see from the title, it is a Gravity Falls Haunted Mansion ride idea. Basically, you know how in Disney, the original Disneyland, in that Haunted Mansion, the original Haunted Mansion, they actually, during the holidays, redo it in the style of Nightmare Before Christmas and kind of cross it over with Haunted Mansion. So I always had this idea of what if we, for the Florida site, in Orlando, what if the Haunted Mansion was redone with Gravity Falls characters in it? Like, what if you had the Gravity Falls characters like just show up on in the Haunted Mansion in the Orlando area of the Haunted Mansion? Because there's really nothing there during the holiday season, and maybe you could do it as like a Summerween thing or something to that degree. I don't know, but yeah. So anyway, this was kind of my idea, and like I said, I always build into it and build some more ideas into it, so I decided to revamp it, bring it back, and see what you guys have to say about this. Anyway, so let's get started with the exterior, of how I would redo the exterior of the Haunted Mansion. More or less, I would have it that the Gravity Falls, it would look like the Mystery Shack has just been, the Haunted Mansion has just been redone. Like Stan has bought, Stan and the rest of the group have taken over the Haunted Mansion, and I would have like little statues like in Disneyland, where you see Jack sitting on top of one of the pedestals and holding like a little snowflake, and it's moving around. I would have it that instead of you see the Haunted Mansion, like you would see a statue of Seuss trying to like hold up a sign that says Mystery Shack 2. And Stan's like hammering a little nail like you'd have another little statue of Stan, like he's hammering in right where it says the Haunted Mansion on the side of one of the other like pillars. There's the word. Why'd I say the other thing? But yeah, on one of the other pillars holding up the sign, he's like hammering in a new like a little sign that says under new management or new owner, something like now owned by Stan Pines or something like that. And then you'd see on the other pillar, like while we have one side we have Seuss trying to hold up the sign and like have Mabel over it, like that little rail in between the two pillars, like trying to help angle the sign. You have Dipper holding like reading through his journal and he's trying to figure out what to do. He's sitting on top of the other pillar reading his journal, and where they have the, I would also have that, where they have the, like, the the invisible horse and the empty hearse that has, like, sound effects coming out of it? Well, I would have, instead of the hearse, it would be Stan's go-kart with all little carts behind it, like he has just parked it right there and he's looking to give tours. Something like that. I would also have, like, when you're going in, where you see all the gravestones, not only would I have, like, little items from Gravity Falls, like, it's all just spilled out everywhere, I would also have, like, the gnomes hiding behind, like, the gnomes from the first episode, like, hiding behind some of the tombstones, and even add some new tombstones, for each Gravity Falls characters, like, dear old Dipper, he fell into a wood chipper, or let's see, for Here Lies Seuss, he got run over by a moose. here lies Wendy. She fell down a hole and got all bendy. For Stan, it would be like, I don't know, I really suck at rhyming, but for Stan, it would be like, here, this is Stan. He got hit in the head with a frying pan, or something like that. And maybe for Ford, like, here lies Ford. He got strangled by an electrical cord. But yeah, there'd even be like I would even have a tombstone that has the cipher wheel on it. Like, that Bill's around here somewhere. So when you go, I would have it that when you go in, you know where the image where you see Gracie like rotting away? It would be like a video and talking about kind of like the backstory. It would be one of two things, actually. The first one would be like when you go in there, you see like a video from Dipper and Mabel talking about like the background of, Stan got fed up with Oregon winter, so he came down here and brought all of us to Florida to buy this little mansion and make it into a new mystery shack for like a summer home / place where he can get more, new gift shop where he can make more money. And he got it for a really low price, but it turns out, yeah, it's full of ghosts. The other one would be that instead of Dipper and Mabel, you would see like an image in the mirror would be Bill, and he's like saying, "Welcome, foolish mortals," and all that. And when you go inside the stretching room, it would be image instead of like stretching paintings of the different people who've died there. It would be like different characters parodying the classic forms. Like you have Dipper, Mabel, and Stan like trying to get out of the quicksand as they're sinking in, or something like that. I'd even have like maybe even the gnomes, or Mabel sitting on, like doing the tightrope or something to that degree. And instead of the ghost host, it would be Bill taking the place of the ghost host. And he would be the one like guiding you through the whole thing, while the whole time trying to scare the shit out of you. And instead of like you see Edward Gracie's body hanging from the tower, as you all know, you look up, you see the hanging body. Instead, it would be like a hologram image over that of Bill looking down on you, and just be like, "Hey, let the games begin," or something like that. That would be how I would play it out, because for a time there was like, and I think there still is for Haunted Mansion California, it's a image of Jack. It's a hologram image of Jack and Zero overlaying the hanging body. Anyway, so you go into where the carts are, to where the little buggies are. And I would have it that there would be more stuff from the Mystery Shack. Like, you see, like little trinkets and little things you would see in the Mystery Shack just all strewn over the place. And even when you're going in, as you know, there's like little paintings that kind of shift a bit as you're going towards the go-kart, the buggy. It would be that what was I gonna say? Instead for each painting, it would be like maybe one for like the ghosts from The Inconveniencing. Another one would be paint that would come out or like become evil or something like that. Another painting would be like, let's see, the unicorn from what was it? The Last Mabel Corn. Another one would be like a painting of. It's a good one. Trying to think of another one, but it's not coming to my mind right now. But yeah, when you're going in and getting the buggy, you go in and as you guys know, if you've been on the ride, then the first thing you see is like the changing pictures that when the lightning cracks across it, you see like different the pictures come alive or something to that degree. So again, it would be like other Gravity Falls characters that look like Monsterfied or something like that. And as the whole way you're going through, Bill's kind of guiding you through it, again, replacing the ghost host. And so when you go further, like the first thing you would see is, of course, the endless hallway, and you would see an image of Bill, like a little hologram or a little animatronic of Bill, and he's like teasing you before he pops out. the next room you would go is, of course, the one with the coffin, and there you'd see like an animatronic of like Wendy, like she's holding an axe and she's just ready for the creature in the coffin to like pop out, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready for you." So you go further. Next room is, of course, the locked doors where you hear all like the banging and the doorknobs rattling. That would be where the other characters, like Pacifica, Gideon, Robbie, all the others, like you would hear their voices on the other side, and they're trapped in those rooms, and all you hear is them like trying to get out of those rooms. Go further, it would be the endless staircase, and maybe I would put animatronic of Ford there, like he's trying to figure out his way out of the room while he's calling out to everyone else. Go further, it would be the dining hall. No, wait, before that, it's Madame Leota's, that's it. It's Madame Leota's room, and then that's where I would put, like, Madame Leota, and, of course she's there. But Stan, an animatronic of Stan, would be hanging from the ceiling, and he's being, like, tossed around by Madame Leota, and she's, like, going, "You thief, you little thief, give it back," and he's like, "I said I'm sorry, put me down." Go into the next room, it's the dining hall, and that's where I would put, like, not only the ghosts, but also some of the other creatures from Gravity Falls. Like, they've all kind of just shown up here. Like, all the weirdness of Gravity Falls has followed the Pines family to this little location. So, they're all there, like the gnomes, you've got, the ghost from the Inconveniencing, you've got, like, the shapeshifter, and they're all just kind of, like, having a party with the ghosts of the Haunted Mansion. Like, they're all just kind of palling around, having fun. On the dinner table would be, like, maybe a cake for the Mystery Shack, made of the Mystery Shack, or something like that. So, then you would go into the attic, and you'd see, like, an animatronic of Dipper hiding from Constance and the Box Ghost. You'd see him, like, hiding behind his, like, and he's like telling everyone, "Stay quiet." So, of course, from there you go to the graveyard, and that's where, instead of the caretaker and his dog, I would put a little, if it were me, it would be an animatronic of Mabel and Waddles. Mabel and Waddles would be there, and they're, like, welcoming you to the graveyard. They're like, "Hey, glad you can make it, hi. So glad you can make it. Look, Waddles, they all came." And as you would go through the graveyard, it would be full of just all of the characters, everyone would be there, and at the end, like, when you're going by the singing busts, I would have a animatronic of Seuss there, sitting there, like, he's trying to sing Grim Grinning Ghosts along with everybody else, like, he's trying to sing along, but he can't catch up or match their tempo, he's like, "Grim Grinning, don't slow down, don't stop, I can't keep up, don't stop." So, yeah, like I said, all the characters would be there. They would all be kind of palling around with the ghost, and then you would go out, you'd see Bill again, an animatronic of Bill, and he'd be like, "I can't leave, you guys thought it would just be easy, right? You guys would just get away, right? Well, I'm sending some of my buddies with you." And where you turn around and see, like, the images of the hitchhiker ghosts, it's instead some of Bill's henchmaniacs, or some of his demonic buddies from his dimension, that you would see at the end of the ride, and they're the ones following you home. And as you're leaving, and maybe I would have either Bill, or Bill going, hurry back, or instead maybe have the Mystery Shack gang telling you, hurry back. Like, maybe it starts with Mabel, she goes, "Hurry back," and then everyone else joins her behind her, like, "Hurry back." The latter actually sounds a lot better now that I say it. And like, Mabel's trying to look creepy, and she's holding a like, it's a little animated image as you're going towards the exit. It's a little image of her, and Mabel's trying to look creepy, and she's like, "Hurry back," and everyone's behind her when they're about to say the second part, and they're all like, "Hurry back," and then Mabel blows out the candle, and that's the end of the ride. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is basically the rough idea I had for a Gravity Falls 5 version of the Haunted Mansion. This'll never happen because no one listens to my ideas, and I don't work at Disney. Would love to, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So, yeah. Anyway. So like I said, that was just kind of the rough idea I had, and I felt like I needed to do a video for you, just to, you know, just because, more or less. So, still kind of dealing with stuff, but I felt like, yeah, let's do a video. So I decided to do this because the Haunted Mansion comic recently came out in trade, and I was like, why not? Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of a Gravity Falls version of the Haunted Mansion? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.